It Up Kustoms, Bay Road 10. What's up, y'all? We got some things going on. Like I said, I'm always tripping on something. So, anyways, had my worker pull out the back seat and all that shit today. Tape off the windows. You know, don't need no sparks hitting the windows and burning windows and shit. But then I was sitting here looking at this and I was like, you know what? Passenger wheel was all broke apart, so I just started hitting it with my little plasma. That's real good on cutting out sheet metal. It's not really good for frames, but it's this little Hobart one right here. Let's see, Hobart Air Force 12CI, whatever. Got a built-in compressor, so you ain't got to put a hose to it. But it's good for sheet metal work. You can cut it out, cut the tubs out real good with it. I mean, that's just a rough cut, obviously, because I'm just cutting pieces out of it. But I'll square it up, draw the lines on there, have it all cut out. This frame rail over here, like I said, you can see the bolt has been popping through there, so that means the body bushings are fucked up. So I'm gonna cut this open like people do, and I'm gonna check the top piece, make sure, see if I can't pull the bolts out, fix these two mounts so the body stops moving. You can see inside there. You know what? That shows me the car was probably wrecked at one time. See how much it's moving? Kind of crazy, but obviously the mini tubs, I'll tack the living shit out of them, you know. Get that all set up. So yeah, that's what's going on the LSMC, which obviously you can see what I did. Took the back wheels off, so that way, because I don't care about these wheels. Somebody left them. And when you leave shit here, don't ask for it back, especially when it's been like a year. Anyways, I'll put a sign up that says any stock wheels left here for more than 7 days becomes property of It Up Kustoms. I don't know why people don't want to take your stocks, but whatever, another day. But put the cheap wheels on there. The tires, they don't mean shit to me, so with the plasma blowing through there, if it burns the tire, it burns the tire. I don't care. Like I said, taped off the windows with the cardboard, paper. That way, when the sparks are flying and all that shit, they don't, you know, burn the glass. So I gotta get in there yet. Cut out the tubs, trim the interior, trim all that. I'm trying to get this one done, out of here. The Navigator, look at the Navigator. So we went ahead, like I said, we left the stock rear end in it, which gear ratio was different. This has got a lower gear than the other rear end, so we would have ended up changing all that, this, that, whatever, putting the bag brackets on that one. But this rear end is way cleaner. I mean, there's no pit there. It's just, anyways. There's the bar inside there. Like I was telling everybody, I had to have these cups, pucks, whatever you want to call it. I had to have these pucks made to fit my bar, but I had to make them to where they fit this housing because Ford and their shit. I mean, it looks like it could be a Dana 60, but with Ford, Lincoln, whatever, you have no idea what the hell that is. Who even knows? But I had to have those pucks made. Those pucks cost a pretty penny, which the outside one is not on, or yeah, it's in there. The inside puck is in there, holding the end right where we want it. Not buzzed up yet, but you can see this side is how the upper control arm is gonna be now. We made these brackets and we're gonna weld all that up. So you can see that this, obviously when this and the airbags, when you put this truck all the way down, it's gonna clear right on the outside of the frame. So that way he still gets all of his travel and all that with the 26s on there. Made these, ordered the inserts and the heim joints and all that. This is our tube. 130,000s, 132,000s, whatever. We're gonna plug weld them and everything, double checking, making sure everything's all right. You can see the 23s with the fat ass tire on there. You can see they rubbed when it was all the way down, but the wheel was too far forward, so we needed to bring it back with the 26. So we brought it back. Again, you see that top setup right there of how the control arms and how we're gonna weld it up, plate it, and weld this piece back to that, whatever. You can see this side, how it was. So see how it is, and then you see how the upper arm curves inwards. So we still got, you know, it's a heim joint on our new setup. So we'll, you know, the angle, which Obviously this got moved in. But yeah, the bar's in there. The brakes. So we got the backing plates, and this thing originally had the caliper towards the back of the truck. So see, what we have here is where the panhand bar hooks up, because this truck has a panhand bar, which we're making that adjustable too, side to side, with heim joints, rod inserts, all that. Heim joints, rod ends, whatever. But we had to take the backing plate from the passenger side, put it on this side, because of this. The caliper won't clear this area, and if we get into moving this, then it's gonna, with the truck having air ride on it, up and down, which airbags, not a stock air ride setup, that the rear end would move over, you know, left and right too far in 10 inches of travel if we were to relocate that. So change the brakes around to the other side, change them around to now where the caliper is going to be in the front instead of in the back. E-brake is going bye-bye because it won't work, and you don't need that shit anyways. If anybody has a problem with that, they can do whatever, say whatever, I don't care. Don't give a fuck. So yes, everything is going good. I had to take the sway bar off, get it out of the way, the panhand bar, get out of the way, pull the nugget out. Whenever you guys are pulling rear ends apart, the left cap stays on the left side. The up and down, you got to keep it all the same. So you have to mark this shit when you take it out. Right cap, same way. Boom. The shims that are on the left side, stay on the left side. The shims that are on the right side, stay on the right side. So when you're pulling it out and you're not changing a gear or nothing, you got to make sure when you put it back in, you have the same shit. So just a quick little thing is that I set it on the floor right here. Yes, I set it on the floor. Wham, wham. The right shim and the left shim. So that means that race stays on that side with that bearing, that shim, boom. Keeps everything lined up exactly how it was. So, a little info on that. Whoa, almost tripped over the damn axle. But those, when we're done, we'll paint them. But if you wanted to take them later and have them powder coated or chromed or whatever, you know, they'd be smooth enough to do that. But yes, trying to get this thing done. Hopefully we can have it done tomorrow. My new guy, he took the calipers off and kind of let the brake fluid drain out. So then we had to put the calipers back on. Miscommunication. I said the calipers had to come off, meaning take them off and let them hang. He actually took the line off. Whatever, that's cool. We gotta bleed the brakes. So what? But yeah, a 9-inch for the Sebastian's car. We haven't touched since that because we're trying to get the navigator done. So, like I said, all the work that Joey did on this rear end, like you can see, this thing's just pitted the shit. So we were trying to accomplish by having this thing brought here first, do all the fab work to it, and then we wouldn't have the truck that long, this and that. Well, it took a little longer because we got 1,000 things going on around here. 1,000 things going on. And some people just don't listen, they don't get it. Nothing to do with you, Joey. Nothing to do with you. Other people just, it's like when I say, okay, hit me back in 2 or 3 weeks, people hit me back and they're like, okay, I'm ready to drop off. What's the address? No. I said, hit me back in 2 and 3 weeks so we can see where I'm at, see how many cars I got knocked out. But no, some people text out of the blue, what's the address? And I'm like, why? Oh, I'm dropping my car off. No, you're not. There's no spot. What are you talking about? And some of the guys I had never even gave a price to. So just trying to work on everything. So basically what I'm saying is this rear end, what came in good about it is that's how we were able to make the pucks to be able to narrow it. So it was a good thing to bring the rear end. But now if he wants to sell it or whatever, or if he don't care, and I throw it in my scrap bin because I wouldn't even want this piece of crap in anything I own, because who knows if you can even get parts for it. The Fab 9 right there is hiding. That's for Big Lou's 71 Dunk. That's still on the lift over there. We're definitely going to get some bars in the frame of that thing so that way we can get get the frame to the damn blaster and a powder coater so the faster we get it back, so we can get it under the car and get all the damn suspension out of it, and then I can get the car out of my way for a while, because then whoever's putting the motor in it can handle it, or whoever's painting it, PC, Player's Choice, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the rawest, the baddest painting mufflers out there. My personal opinion, and if you think otherwise, oh well. But if I had the money, that's where I would send my car to get painted. Now, don't get me wrong, my boy Bryce Tucker over there, man, he's doing some good ass shit. So, I don't refer nobody to paint. I can't, but those are my top choices right there. Oh. So yeah, Sebastian, the shit we were talking about, so that way you can see this. I'm tired of everybody and their bullshit about fucking, oh, you can't run exhaust to the back of the car because if you're putting a cross brace and the coilovers and all this bullshit that we do unnecessary work, blah, 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 blah. Listen, that is a big ass fucking pipe going up over the rear end. We have to put the cross brace across the top for the anti-roll and for the coilovers. So, because these pipes, whatever, I mean, come on, look at that weld in the center. And not that good of a job anyways. But what we're gonna do is, we're gonna cut them off here so we can fit everything. Now, once we cut them off here and have that piece, whatever, if we can cut the middle piece and switch them from side to side so they curve differently and then put the end back on, whatever. We just did it a couple weeks ago to another car and was able to put the exhaust right back on it. This car was a bolt-in coilover car. Bolt-ins are bullshit. Yes, they're good for the guy that's got a full-time job and he's at the house and, you know, he buys some shit and bolts it in his car. Perfect for that guy. This custom fab stuff and the racing stuff and the big wheel cars and all the power and shit like that, the arms have to be in the right location. The cross brace needs to be in there. We're narrowing the fucking frame rail way thinner, so it has to have the brace across there. So there's tons of things. Oh man, I wish people would just shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you paint cars, I've said this 1,000 times. If you paint cars, paint cars. That's what you do. Paint cars. Me, I'm a custom fabricator. I clean these frames up. I fab these frames. Yes, my brother's right here. My brother's a tube chassis race car builder, been doing it his whole life. Okay? Of course I got him here. He's fabbing shit. Where do you think I learned the shit? I put out so many damn cars. So let us do the suspension, the frame fabrication, the notching, and all that. Okay? And we won't talk shit about what you're doing. So, again, I'm a custom fabricator. It Up Kustoms custom fabricates frames, suspensions. We set everything up right. We square everything. We make everything right. We make the torque boxes on the car where they don't bend. We brace it. We put ladder bar cross members in. We tie the frames together. We notch the fronts for full turn. We notch the backs. We tub them. I mean, come on. Yeah. You guys know all this. This will probably be my longest video in a while. But whatever. Oh, check this out. So my Grand Prix, yes, still excited. I just went and bought just a little bit of wax, and I waxed that quarter panel. And as you can see, the door's not touched. So you can see that light in it. I didn't touch the door. But now look at the quarter panel. You can actually see a little bit of my reflection in there. Pretty damn good for a 1987 Grand Prix. Original paint has been sitting in the sun. So now you can see that quarter. We got some more shine to it. We got some leather conditioner, line out leather, whatever. Put it on the roof. Now you can see it's getting softer, it's getting shinier. Boom. So I'm gonna keep doing that. And like I said, the one spot on the trunk lid is really shiny, which is right here. You can see it. I mean, I can feel it smooth as fuck, and then you go over this way, now it's rough. So I put the wax on here, but didn't come out that good. Which, I'm talking about this shit. Turtle wax and whatever. I don't even know if I should be using it on there. You know, I'm not a paint guy. I'm not a guy to try to bring shit back to life, but then again, I mean, it's my shit, so I was trying. And the spray wax is the shit I use all the time on these cars. quick detail or whatever. Try to keep all nice microfibers, which if a microfiber ends up on the ground or anything, well, gone. Becomes a rag. All right, guys, I'm probably boring the shit out of you, but the LS, the tubs are getting done. The navigator's getting done. That's gonna have some work on it. The GN's gonna have some work on it. The second Sebastian's car is off the lift. The 79 tan Cutlass of my boy DJ. It's going up on there, and we'll have that thing tore apart, cut out. I'll have the front suspension in it, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, there you go. There y'all go. It Up Kustoms, Big Up 10. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. And I'm out.